Hey, everybody, just a second. I want to mention to you our sponsors of the show, adamandeve.com.
At Adam and Eve, you can buy sex toys. All the sex toys you can ever imagine.
Even better,
and if
you
you
can
can't buy it, it's fucking illegal.
Yeah,
they have every legal thing that you can buy to put inside you or around you or on you.
Really? Everything?
Everything.
It's got porn, too. They've got lots of good porn. Go to adamandeve.com. 50% off if you use the promotional code and you put in Jason. If you go from our site, Jim and Eddie talkshit.com, put in Jason in the promo code, you get 50% off your offer, you get free shipping, and you get a
free gift.
Yeah, you get 3 DVDs, 3 porns.
3 pornos you get, and a gift.
What's the gift?
No one knows. It's a lucky dip.
Is it something you put inside you?
Something you put inside you, on you, or around you.
So go to adamandeve.com or go to our website, Jim and Eddie Talk Shit. And now, stay tuned for this fantastic episode.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie.
Here from the Right Cottage, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Eddie Ift and Jim Jeffries talk shit, or Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift talk shit. How are you today, Eddie?
I'm doing well. I think it's probably, we are not, we're a little can we start over?
No.
No, I like it like that.
It's
no.
good.
I was trying to just
find
say,
out who you are, Eddie.
We're worse than any other podcast. You listen to Adam Carolla, he goes, gotta get it on, get it on, get it on. You listen to Mark Maron, he's got the fucking same opening. Ours every week, we don't even know the name of our show.
Yeah. I know, like those
Yeah,
ones
but
that-
that's your angle. That's your style.
Across America, across the world. Jim and Eddie.
Also, this is Kirk Fox talking right now. Our guest for this episode, Arj Barker's still here. He stayed 3 days. This is Thursday now. Arj has been here since Tuesday.
People understand we
I
record
know,
them
we
at the same
record
time.
I would have got my car started, but I have my AAA.
How many guys are in this room right now?
It's a lot of wiener.
Including Lalit?
Lalit is probably the hairiest
She
of
looks
all
a
of us.
little nervous.
It's
She's
Cocktober
We
Festival.
had a strip poker episode, and it got very nervous.
Sorry.
But you didn't invite me to that one. You invited me to just the guy.
Well,
just
it
a bunch
was
of
this.
guys.
It was just a
this,
group
this,
of men.
and Lalit.
It was the first one Lalit was on, so we thought, how can we get her naked? And
Yeah. And you cheated and got me naked.
well, what happened was
That becomes
what happened-
that was your
illegal.
choice.
No, but what happened was she almost got naked, and then it became rapey, where we had to check ourselves. Like,
Wait a minute. Just as you're talking about this, Lalit goes into the other room, comes back without her jacket on.
She starts taking clothes off as we
So
talk about
how
it.
would that would hold up in court?
You know, it's weird. I've noticed. I don't know if it's like if it's from. Last year I did CrossFit with Eddie for a few months.
For 2 days.
Well,
Does anyone else notice that
listen,
Jason gets more confident on Thursdays than on Tuesdays? After he's warmed up, like on Tuesdays, you don't hear from
Who's
him.
Jason?
Jason
Hi,
right
Kurt.
there.
I'm
Okay.
Jason.
So I'll avoid.
So,
you.
anyways,
So by Thursdays,
you
old
should.
chatty. On Tuesdays,
Real
quiet.
timid on the first
No, I don't
show.
care. I came to talk to you and Jim.
And then
thanks.
And we have you to talk to you. Don't look at Jason.
you don't even have to acknowledge him.
Who?
That thing.
Exactly.
Listen, my POV is on you guys. I like the fact that ours is next to me for spider backup.
Yeah, I might want to mention Kirk is really good to be here tonight. He was bit by a spider, and I thought it was a joke. He said,
If it doesn't kill you, I'm expecting superhero.
But Arj has pointed out that it was either a spider or I had some makeup that clogged one of my tear ducts.
"Oh, really?"
Oh, I've got one of those lumps
because
on my eyelid there. And
whenever
and
you-
you
I
never
know
want
you-
that taken out with a scalpel because they pull your eye. If it hardens, right, they pull your eyelid out with these like circular
That's what they did
tongs,
today.
And then a scalpel goes into your eye like this. It's fucking terrifying.
But that's what
You
they
did
did
that?
today.
Oh, the problem with Kirk is, I know this because I've known you for a little while.
I've known you for about 10 minutes.
Whenever you dress up like a woman, you always cry at how beautiful you look, and then it gets caught in the tear duct, and you get the
That's
swollen.
fine.
Well,
but today they cut the eyelid. They pulled it out and they cut out the cyst.
Okay, well, I don't.
So you know.
were you doing-
coincidentally, I should probably mention, I have a cyst right now. I know this is kind of
I got
gay,
one,
but
but
I'm going to
I
show
got
it
one,
to you.
but-
This is about Eddie.
Wait, I'm going to show it to you.
No way.
Wait till you see.
So I drove to Venice to see this.
Wow.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I've never. Oh, dude, it's got a. There's a profile. Oh, dude, you can see that.
So this
I read a tweet
That's
today.
a boil. That's not a cyst. You got a boil on your ass.
You want to feel it?
That's a boil on your ass.
No, it's like a golf ball.
That's not a cyst. You got a boil on your ass.
I had
you
it.
have an ingrown hair that's
No, it's
grown
not
into a golf
I had
ball.
it. Hold on, I had it popped. It was like one of those YouTube videos that like a fucking gallon of pus came out of this thing. I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow because I don't know what the fuck it is.
You
That's
should
a boil.
Maybe you should go now.
I'll
You know,
bet-
there could be a spider bite.
I'll bet you 50 you got
It
a
might
boil.
be a spider.
Yeah, you know, it's Arj might know the statistic because he said before the show he's a spider expert.
I'm a cyst guy.
There's
I'm
a
not an
number.
expert, I know a little
But
bit.
there's a number statistically. Everybody in the world.
Put your foot down
Sorry.
and stop acting cocky.
There's so many people eat a set amount of spiders a year, like actually crawl into your mouth.
fuck's
No, and you're never more than 8 feet from
Jim,
a spider
you
or
just
something
rest.
like that.
Take a nap.
Yeah.
Jason, go check
It
on the
is.
dogs.
He's got 4 beers in him, and he's now people eat spiders.
Well, no, because he wrote
Art-
he wrote the next movie. So
The next thing's gonna happen. He wrote that.
he can't shake it.
He wrote that sequel to that Carl Pilkington film.
Arj does know.
I don't know anyone that doesn't have a movie where is killed and they take his identity. I have one.
Arj actually does know a lot about spiders. Is that true, Arj?
Yeah, I have heard that there's always an arachnoid within like a few feet of you because
8.
there's so many of them.
I brought one with me, so
they live
they're-
everywhere. And when you sleep at night in your life, a couple probably crawl in your mouth. That's where the statistic about eating them
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
from.
Like
I'm a-
you eat-
I'm-
They're in
Every
your
night.
food.
Every night.
No,
No,
not
in your
every
life.
night.
Oh,
No,
in your lifetime.
Like 3 or 4 times a week.
I'm a
max.
big fan.
So what do you think bit me 10 days ago? A wolf spider? A house
Well, I would
spider?
say it could be even a normal house spider that lives in your house. They can bite.
If it's a brown recluse, his eyelids.
I
gonna
don't
come
know
off.
if he was
Oh, if it's a
reclusive.
recluse, he's fucked.
it was-
No, if it's a recluse, you're done.
Really? But I'm
No,
here.
you get a skin rotting disease that just fucking ruins
You're
you.
gonna look like Jason's
I think
face.
you'll be okay.
It's not a recluse.
God,
I'm a recluse.
Listening to Americans talk about spiders, you're all
Jim's a
such
recluse.
fags.
Can we get a few more?
That's right,
Fuck
98%.
hell.
Like all the venomous spiders live in Australia
God.
or something.
The most poisonous spider in the world is indigenous to the exact part of Australia I live in as
Yeah,
well.
it's
Well,
the Sydney
which one?
spider.
What are you
It's called the
gonna-
Sydney.
It's the Sydney spider.
or something like that. They call it Sydney
you
something.
don't even think
You,
sometimes.
you just. That's again. You
Hey,
just.
listen,
did a fact
can we
that-
get some more guys on microphones? You guys, you got to get in on this. This is just a clusterfuck of spider shit.
What is it?
It's called the funnel web.
The funnel web.
Oh,
spider.
funnel web.
not
But
the
isn't it
most
also
dangerous.
known as the
Redback.
Sydney spider?
No.
Isn't it?
No.
Can we, intern, can you look that up? The Sydney spider?
No, don't look it up. It's
Okay,
not-
you're not to speak to the interns
Yeah,
that
you
way.
can't.
I was.
ever.
You're only one step above being an intern yourself. You call Roy by his fucking
Wait,
name.
Roy, can you look up the
Shouldn't
spider?
Jason be writing a movie about a spider that becomes?
No, Jason's got this idea about this spider that bites a guy called Peter Pauper. And
But he had it in 05 at a coffee break. An espresso machine hit him in the head.
All right, listen. We there was another guy that signed up. Actually, sent in an email. He wanted to get the job for intern, and we were going to hire him, but only to be your intern, Jason. And this is why. This is what he wrote. Brass tacks, gentlemen. I'm a 36-year-old white male, Southern California native from Orange County. No family, no friends, no woman. Bored out of my ass most days. I drink, I smoke. I own a roadworthy 4x4 SUV. I'm agnostic. I have a worthless communications degree in radio and television, former FM and DJ, and production director. He said, I'm also a well-traveled internet anthropologist and have been online since 1995. When it comes to the internet culture and finding out the latest goings-on out there on the
this Hulk
open
Hogan?
and dark nets, I am one of the baddest motherfuckers in the valley, even though I do not exist online and avoid using social media sites. If you had traveled to where I have been online and seen the things I have seen, you wouldn't use these sites either.
it's just kid porn, right?
This
As
guy,
bad as you can get. I've seen everything but kid porn.
some would call me a
You haven't
1-3.
seen it?
Never seen it.
Never
no.
seen it either. Some would call me a 1337 Uber geek. Some would call me a hacker. Others would call me an egotistical douche rape fuckwit. You decide. I decide you're going to be Jason's new intern.
It sounds like Jason wrote his own application.
Sydney Funnel Web Spider.
But that guy-
Sydney Funnel Web Spider.
That guy sounds like he has his shit together. He seems focused.
Jason, we're done with the spiders.
Yeah, Spider's over.
Spider's over.
But it's
Nobody
the Sydney-
cares.
Nobody
Its
cares.
cares.
Nickname is the Sydney Spider.
So what's Jason's job for 1 second? Is
I
he
don't
here
know.
to fuck this up?
Oh. Give him a few of your jobs you've done in the last 10 years.
10 days.
What's your current occupation?
Podcast.
No. Who are you a marketing manager for?
Well, I work with a company called Eva, and they're based in Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona. And
I don't know the history. Just tell him what the product does.
What do they do?
it's a hair color company.
And what do you do?
I connect people to people.
You just met a guy at a party who
Jesus.
had a hair company, and now he's.
What was your job before
But then I met a guy at another party that was a marketing guy, and then I met another guy at a different party that knows how to buy, demographic,
Is there a lot of money? Is there a lot of money in putting guys together in Barcelona?
Well, I put them together here.
And then you send them to Barcelona.
I hope there is a lot of money in it.
No, he says he used to be a stunt man.
I just did a stunt last week.
You did a stunt last week.
Yeah.
Weren't paid for it.
Yeah, I know. I need that dinner. You said dinner.
Our
Dude,
jo- our
the
jo-
only,
our go-
no, wait,
our
you
job
said,
to go with
hold
you.
on. Jim, you said you'd buy me dinner for doing the stairs.
You must
right?
have hit your head fucking hard at the bottom,
And then
son.
later, it's on tape. It's on tape. And then, that night, Eddie bought me a quesadilla that you tackled me for, trying to pull it out of my hands like a vicious animal.
I like quesadillas.
Yeah, he does.
By the way,
What's not to like about a quesadilla?
I know it's a cheese sandwich, but with tortillas. There's
tasty.
something just so
And
good.
both
about it.
ends, you can go in either end you want, depending on
Or
your
the
mood.
middle, because they cut it in
A
four
really
pieces.
good one. I prefer
Jason,
to a
shut the
pizza.
fuck up. Just watch the three of us make fucking magic. I watched you for an hour and a half tonight. Fuck up everything. This isn't Barcelona. Fuck. No one needs to change their hair color here. You didn't write the fucking movie. Jesus Christ. Ava wants you dead.
This is why, you know what? I felt nervous when Kurt came in the room for some reason.
What did
I
he
knew
tell
it.
you? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can't you take a hint?
Just fucking, you know how far I drove here not to talk to you? I fucking drove an hour to see Jim.
Yeah, the adults are talking.
Whoa.
I didn't know you'd be here. I thought you were coordinating Jim and I just talking for an hour.
Jason, you want to talk?
We could if Jim and I talked, Tim Robbins would listen.
Yeah. 'Cause then we wouldn't be so mean to Joe. I want Tim Robbins back. I don't just want Tim Robbins. I want to see like Susan Sarandon also get involved. The two of them sitting around their iPod having fun.
I think they're broke up.
Are they?
I think so.
Oh, that's sad.
You don't mind me asking, did you open up for Charlie Sheen recently?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to
That was one of my best sets.
Well, I want to hear. I want to hear. But doesn't
I got
anyone else want to hear about
I
that?
got 5,000 people booing at the same time. You know how hard that is to do?
Was that the first one?
wait,
Was that
yeah.
the one that was just?
Okay.
Wait a second. Go ahead, Jason. You have anything
How
to
is
add?
how is his routines? How are his routines? Like, what are they? I've heard so many mixed things. What does he talk about? Is it stand up? What is it? Just to explain to people.
There is no routine.
What did he do?
I mean, I was only there for Detroit.
Yeah, but what
That was
happens?
the first
What-
one. That was the one where it was just like all went pear shaped, and then they
And
sort of
Brie
revamped.
Olsen, does she look up for it all the time? Is there
she's gone now. She left the tour.
She's
have Tim.
she went to pursue her movie career.
Wait, but what happened? Can you tell us the story of what happened? You told me the other night at the comedy club, and you said you got set up poorly.
Well, there's a lot of things that went wrong. I think.
Let's start at Hot Shots 1 and 2.
Listen, they wanted Charlie. They wanted him desperately. And when I came out,
You wouldn't describe them as like a great comedy audience.
Listen, they booed my introduction.
What was the demographic?
I get that every
was
night.
Was it young white people? Was it
I think
rednecks?
it was 5,000 black people.
Was it?
Was it really?
No, I just wanted to say that.
So what was it? What kind of people come to?
I
Charlie
never
Sheen?
even saw what the people were.
Oh, it was like the light was on YouTube, right? And you couldn't see.
The wave came fast.
So what was it?
Here's what happened. There was going to be a nice little introduction.
Yeah.
There was 5,000 people out there, and they were going to say, listen, before Charlie comes out, a friend of his is going to just tell a few jokes. And then I would have came out and maybe had a chance
Yeah.
to take him on a little ride, maybe.
Yeah.
But instead, the guy jumped out onto the stage and said, Detroit, are you ready to fucking rock? Took them,
Oh, no. So they thought Charlie was going to walk out, and then you come out and go, he's not here
but
yet.
he did 4 minutes of just getting them as high as they fucking could. And then he said, listen, you want Charlie Sheen? They're like,
God.
fuck yeah. Well, before Charlie, here's Kirk Fox. And it was boo. But it was
Could they even hear you over the booze?
no, because oh, fuck no.
So there was no chance at all.
Well, the mic wasn't even hot. So I had 30 seconds of no mic, and I wasn't even on the big screen. They forgot to put me up on the video screen.
I've been in situations like that before. You give up on your material very quick, don't you? Did you just get to the fuck you stage? Or did
No,
you power through?
I kept trying to do the same joke just to fuck with them. I kept saying, I'm going to do this joke whether you like it or not. And I tried it 5 or 6 times. And then at one point there was 4,000 people booing. And I said, where's the other 1,000? And then eventually there was 5,000 people just chanting Charlie. And then Charlie came out and he gave me a hug and a kiss.
Are you friends with Charlie?
Not really. Not now. And then he told the audience, hey, give him a chance. He's here to help. And then he gave me a chocolate kiss and then just walked off stage again.
Yeah.
So now they know he's here.
He just came out like, oh,
Yeah,
don't be
just-
mean to that guy. Oh, no.
And then I did another, 10 minutes of that same first joke. So for 15 minutes, I never really got to anything.
How do you
but
know-
I was consistently bad.
But wasn't
Focus.
he booed off on that show as well?
Yeah, which made me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
And then he did well the next night.
Well, because I wasn't there the next night.
And now who's touring with him? Jeff Ross.
No, it's over.
Oh, it is?
That tour ended. Eventually, Charlie just realized they want him, and he'll come out and do a little Q&A, and he'll fill up the hour, and that's it.
But the question, how did you get involved with that? Like, how did you, who hired you? Or did you know Charlie?
Well, I had to use all the power of my brain to find a guy who would be good for my show.
My spidey senses.
I had a friend that was friends with Charlie, and I knew that Charlie was getting ready to go out and do this thing. And so I kind of wrote up some jokes that I thought might be funny out there, a long monologue in Charlie's voice. And it ended up getting in Charlie's hands. And he read it, and he laughed. And at the time, Mark Maron was actually talking to Charlie.
Yeah, he was helping him, consulting him.
Yeah. And then Charlie said, is this funny? And they're all like, yeah. And then someone said, hey, maybe this guy should open for you. And then next thing I know, I'm getting booed off the stage
Was
in
it Bob?
Detroit.
Do you know Bob?
I don't think it was Bob. Bob just wants to sell watches.
So when you say Mark Maron was consulting,
I don't know if
he was
they-
like
I
his
didn't
comedy
say that.
mentor.
Yeah, Mark was brought in. I think did Bob bring Mark in?
I don't know who did.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, but somebody brought Mark in to consult and help Charlie kind of craft the show together, from what I hear.
But
I
the
think-
show, there was nothing
I think
was
Lisa
really
might have been
crafted.
involved with that. Well, Bob was talking to Lisa and some other people. I have
Jim
no
and
fucking
Mike.
idea who you're talking about, and nor does anyone else. But yeah, I think Lisa. I think Lisa
Yeah,
might
I
have
didn't know
something to do
who.
with that
I didn't
too.
know who Bob was. Who's Bob?
Bob's this guy
That's what I was thinking.
Bob's this guy that
Yeah.
sells watches. He's friends with John Mayer.
I thought everyone else knew who Bob was, and I was the idiot.
I don't know who Bob
yeah,
is.
no one else knows who Bob
Yeah,
is.
Bob's the guy he's the guy behind the guy.
He's the guy behind the watch.
What guy are we talking about now?
Bob is the guy that's running. Like he's the Charlie Sheen guy. He's running the whole thing.
I don't think he's running the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a machine?
He's the
behind
Colonel
it or
Parker.
just-
He's the Colonel Parker.
There's
of
no-
the
Is
whole
it just
situation,
Charlie?
isn't he?
Charlie's running it all.
Is he really?
Sure. But he's got a lot of people around that nod and
So-
say, yeah, that's funny. You should have Kirk open for you.
Is it over now?
You did it. You did your time.
I did my time. It was I had a blast.
I can't imagine anything more.
Was there a
fun.
good party afterwards?
Are you kidding? That we were on a bus getting out of Detroit as fast as we fucking
Oh, it was
could.
Detroit. Of course, there was no
Yeah,
good
yeah,
party.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
And
right.
no matter like,
That's not a good town to have a big gig in. Where you're
and
like,
no matter
"Oh, no."
what's going on, imagine like a bomb like that. You can't have fun.
No, Detroit's just like you finish the gig. Like, who wants to throw fucking rocks in windows?
Listen, at one point I even said, "What the fuck? I'm from Detroit."
You're not from Detroit, are you?
No, but I was trying to end it.
Dude, I went to Detroit once.
Stop there.
It's amazing. I didn't even
And
know
that's-
you were still
And
here.
that's when the
You know-
depression started up
It
there.
was so quiet for a minute.
Kirk, do you know why you bombed?
I know why.
Jason
I
went to Detroit once.
I bombed because I didn't address the guy that sabotaged me. The guy that came out and
If you had a chance to do it over, what would you say?
fucking
Keep it going for cunt face?
no, I'd say, keep it going for Eddie Ift, and I just
Yeah, did you finish your gig with thanks, I'm Eddie Ift? I do that at the end of all my bad gigs. I always close out as Eddie Ift.
no. But I remember at one point I commended them on their unity and their hate for me.
I want the most hateful audience I've ever seen ever, and it was I got to give the British credit for this. Andy Kindler, who people might know as a small part of Everyone Loves Raymond. He's what people call a comics comic, but I don't personally find him that funny. But
I love
people,
him. I think he's
people,
pretty funny.
yeah, but people say they love him, right? So what do I know, right?
We had a good Nickelodeon audition a few months ago where we were both in there for it.
You and Andy Kindler,
Yeah,
right? So Andy,
that's where the money is.
Andy Kindler comes out to do the Glastonbury or Reading or Leeds or one of the music festivals out there, right? And they book him for this 40-minute set. Most people are doing 20, but it's this big comic from America, right? So Andy, if for people who are listening, he's about a 5'4" little Jewish fella, and he gets out on the stage, and there's like about 300 people in there, and he goes, "Oh, look at this! It's a tent. I'm sure Jerry Lewis did a lot of tent gigs, right? Like just like old references to so expensive out here. Even a pound costs £2." Right? That was his. And then like they just started talking, and then one bloke stood up in the middle and went, "You're fucking shit, and I fucking hate you." Like not just your shit, but there was dialogue involved.
I got a lot of that.
With why is shit and what's happened. And then they all sort of went Bravehearted it up, and they all went ah like that, right? So obviously all the comics come out from backstage like, "Oh, someone's having a horrible time. We must watch." Because we're not very supportive of each other, right? So we're all standing in that little bit where the security and the grade is in a music festival. It went from 300 people to they started slow clapping like in unison, just all the people walking around. This echoed across the fucking valley. It went from 300 people to like 3,000 people in this tent in a matter of minutes. Right? And so people that didn't even know what this guy was doing just went, "Oh, everyone come this way. We're giving this bloke a hard time." and then they started and then one person goes, "I'm going to throw a bottle," right? So like only plastic bottles, like a water bowl, bang. And then everyone's like, "Why didn't we think of that earlier?" So in unison, 3,000 people.
No one threw anything in Detroit.
Nothing.
Yo, you got off good then.
But Andy Kindler wouldn't leave the
Detroit's a rough
stage.
town.
They were trying to make him leave, and he goes, "I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving." And then that one had urine in it.
I've had shit. Oh, I did an all-black college in upstate New York once, SUNY Farmingdale, where my manager at the time, this guy Jason Steinberg, said, "You're going to do an auction. You're going to be the intermission. It's fine." And it was like the most money I'd ever gotten paid. It was like $500 at the time. And I was
Still your record.
I was so excited for the $500. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to get $500." So I went to do the gig. Every guy waiting in line had a FUBU shirt on and Timberlands. And as soon as I saw it, I went,
Is that they black folks?
"It could be."
I don't know. Is that they known for Timberland?
I don't know.
Or
I'm with you on this, the black stuff.
Yeah. What are you getting into?
yeah, they were black.
Do their baseball caps still have the label on? That's the only way. I
No,
can
this was
tell.
even before that, but their baseball caps were turned to the side.
Which
And,
side? Were they gay?
Yeah, it was the
No,
left side of
to the thug side. Not well.
Listen, I'm just happy to. I want to learn. I came down here to learn.
So I get up on stage.
So you hate blacks?
Yes. And I get up on stage.
How does that work out for you?
And they're yelling out, "Get the fuck off the stage, you white motherfucker." This answers if they're black.
Right. Get this off the
Either
stage.
they're self-hating whites or they're black because they're going, get the fuck off the stage, you white motherfucker, before we kick your white fucking ass. But I should preface it by saying it was an auction and I was the intermission and they were having an auction.
I didn't know they still auctioned them off.
Well, that was my joke.
Not anymore.
Yeah, they were having an
I
auction.
got a movie about where his face gets changed.
You know those date auctions where you auction off
He
a
becomes
date?
black.
I said to them,
Denzel.
I thought you guys would have learned about auctions years ago. And booing started.
One of them got it, then they told all the others.
And the next thing you know, chairs were coming on stage. And they were yelling and they were grabbing at me. And they had to like usher me out the back door. I think I've told the story on the show.
Yeah, I
before.
think you have.
Yeah, I've told the
Because of the
story.
stripper and
Yeah,
the
the
Have you had
Yeah, right.
a booing story? A bad set?
I've had some rough sets over the years. Yeah, I mean in England I've been told I was shit before.
I've had a lot of booing
stuff.
in England, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there they won't just take it sitting down. Like I think a lot of audiences in the States will probably just get distracted and maybe check their phone or talking
Start talking.
or try to help you. You know, I'm gonna help you. They actually think they're helping. But I have found that in the UK, people will decide no. An intervention is needed to let this person know that they've chosen the wrong career. They can be really mean. But the worst one I ever heard of, I never saw the guy personally, but when I was working at the store a lot, there was a rumor that one guy would show up and sit in the front with a book, and if he didn't like it, he would just start reading his book. So mean. It's so understated, but it's so real.
I had a guy in Hull. Do you know where Hull is? Hull?
Hull, yeah.
I was working.
War and Peace, I think.
I was working in Hull and a university, and I was doing the show, and I went too long, and all of a sudden the security guard stood up in front of it, and he goes, "It's over!" And I go, "What?" And I had passed their liquor license. They weren't allowed to keep doing the show. And I go, "What is?" And he meant like the show's over. And I go, "What's over?" And some kid in the front goes, "Your career."
I once had a kid, I was doing a university, and my opening line was, "Oh, it's good to be here. I don't come to this university very often." And then this kid yells out, "Thank God for that." And then I look down, it's a blind Down syndrome guy sitting by himself, like teenage
This
kid.
only happens to you.
No, but it was that weird thing that he yells this out. He's like Down syndrome, a bit monged up. And what do you do then?
But was he in school?
Well, he was at the gig. I don't think he was in the school. He was at the gig.
Was it a school for
It was a university, just a
university for slow?
No, I think it was Cambridge.
A university for like retards. They go, "Who should we book for this?"
Stephen
I
Hawking.
want that one.
Jim Jeffries got a lot of material on us.
You ever heard that? I ever tell you the story about Kurt Douglas's son?
Everybody knows that
Oh, you
one.
don't want to. Okay.
Everybody, you know that story, don't you?
No.
Like Kirk Douglas.
I'm not going to tell it.
It's like the oldest story in the world.
Well, it happened in the London Comedy Store, though.
I've heard it's a lie.
Well, Don Ward says it's not.
I've heard a million people have said it. Never
Have you
really
told the
happened.
story on your podcast?
Probably. Go ahead. Tell.
No,
It's
but
such a
I'm-
famous story. Go
Well,
ahead.
I'd like to hear it.
No.
Tell it.
Tell it after.
Maybe off the
Yeah,
off the air.
off the air.
It's a.
I'll tell the story real quick.
Yeah,
I can make
please.
it quick.
Do you know it as well?
Stories bore me too when I know them, but I can also do this.
Let me hear this one.
Do it quick.
Okay, Kirk Douglas's son is a stand-up. He's not a very good stand-up.
He's dead too now.
He
He's
killed
there.
himself, didn't he?
Yeah, he killed himself.
I don't know. And this is all
Michael
what I've
Douglas.
heard. I
We're
never
gonna make
saw
this
him.
story long.
I shouldn't really comment. So he's doing a set. It's not going well.
Speed it up, Arch.
And people start to they start talking and maybe heckling. Yeah, like that. And he goes,
Bring
"Hey."
out Charlie, you fucking
Get a new
skinny
career.
motherfucker.
He goes, "Hey, you guys."
Where's Charlie?
I didn't like this. I didn't like this guy on Tuesday.
Get this white motherfucker off the stage before I kick his white fucking ass.
He goes,
Anyway,
he goes,
let
you
him-
guys
no, no,
can't.
I'm gonna
You guys
help
can't
him, I'm
have
gonna
me
help
like
him.
this.
AdamandEve.com. 50% off most purchases, 3 complimentary DVDs,
Well,
free
okay, I want-
shipping, and
Get him, Kirk. Get him,
Arch,
Kirk.
Arch,
Go
Arch,
ahead,
Arch.
Get him,
Arch.
Kirk.
I'm not doing it.
No, please tell us.
All right, so
There's the-
anyway, so Kurt Douglas' son was on. No, come on.
He basically yells, "Hey, you guys, I'm Kurt Douglas's son." And then somebody in the audience, after a little pause, stood up and went, "I'm Kurt Douglas's son." And someone else said, "I'm Kurt Douglas's son." And of course, Kurt Douglas played Spartacus. Was he the one that played?
Yeah, yeah.
He
Spartacus?
played
That's
Spartacus.
the famous
yeah.
part of the movie where they all.
But
do
I've heard
that.
that's a lie, and I've heard also the midget story about
No, the midget story's real.
happy birthday.
Yeah,
dear-
midget story's real. I know.
Oh no, it's true. I saw Jackass 3. It really happened.
I know the comedian who did it, and I know comedians who are in the room, and I heard about it the next day.
Who was the comedian that did
it? It was Sean Mio.
And what happened? Is there a midget story that
Sean Mio does a lot of.
I came here to hear all these great stories.
Sean Mio does a lot of midget-related material, and then
Is he a midget?
No, he's a normal guy.
I don't know if I go.
Wait, you're saying midgets aren't normal?
Not at all.
No, yeah, I'm saying they're not normal.
They're just short.
They're short.
They're short, normal guys
Yeah, they're short.
without a neck.
All right, so he did some dwarf jokes, and then in the interval, because they have intervals in Britain,
In between jokes?
in between the shows, in between the acts,
Okay.
and he was emceeing. Someone came up and said, "Look, can you cut it out on the dwarf jokes because
Because Willow's here."
We're here with our friend, and she's a dwarf. She's a dwarf, and it's her birthday, right? And so
So they have birthdays.
yeah, they do. They have extra ones because they don't live as long, so they still have the right.
I thought they just had one happy life.
Yeah, it's the same present every year. Pot of gold. Anyway,
Aye!
so they go up and they tell him this, and then he feels really bad. He gets back on the stage and he goes, "Look, I'd like to apologise. He goes, anyone got any birthdays in the room?" So he said it first, and then the girl said, "I do." And he goes, "I'm sorry about all the jokes earlier, but I would like it if the audience sang you happy birthday right now."
Then the midget said, "I'm Kirk Douglas's son."
And then she stood up and no one saw because she was a dwarf. And then they went, "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday." And then the audience in unison went, "Dear dwarf." That's the whole thing. Eddie made me tell it. I didn't want to tell it. Eddie said it was a myth. It's too bad to be a lie.
I don't believe it's true.
It is true.
We're gonna
audience- the
fucking
audience-
research
Get
this
Sean
thing.
Mio on the show one of these days.
Sean Mio, yeah. I don't know if you
Is that the dwarf?
No, he's the comic.
Have you heard what's going on in Australia with the Australia's Got Talent? Did you hear this, Arch?
The guy who nicked the jokes.
Well, I just talked to one of the comedians last night. Do you know Jeff Keith, Kirk?
No,
Jeff
but
Keith. Well, in Australia, apparently a guy who got all the way to like the finals of Australia's Got Talent. When he finished, they found out he stole.
It was a Lee Mack routine.
It was Lee Mack, a couple other guys. He had he just went on YouTube and got like his best of. Went on
did
Australia.
you think because it was an island, no one would know?
And he almost won, and then some people caught on. And but the best part is there's big people are on all the news channels talking about it. A lot of people are like, whatever. So he's still funny.
I watched a little clip of him, and he was like, "Listen, I made them my own. I put my spin on it." But it was the exact same words. But he was like, "But I still made it mine."
It was kind of like a film.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a great idea. It's my idea.
No, it's
Your
not your
idea.
idea. You stole it from Carl.
I did not.
You stole it.
I promise.
Just like you
I will-
stole.
Your whole-
You stole the Eddie F. Tazade song.
Your whole persona is nicked
Did
off
you really
Carl Pilkington.
do that?
Sorry.
And you,
What
did
about-
you fucking do that?
Whoa,
I heard that.
Okay, all right, Carl.
Take it
calm
easy.
down. Fucking hell. Carl.
So let me just see if I got this right. Whenever there's a lull in the podcast, we just beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Yeah.
that's the fun. So
It's
this
like,
is-
oh shit, we run out of shit to say. What the fuck are you still doing here, fam?
When we
See, this is the
when
difference.
we came up with the show, Jim and I didn't know what we were going to call it. What was the name we were going to call it?
bullies.
Bullies, yeah.
Is that Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we met?
That's get you 50% off at adamandeve.com. Jason.
I know.
Remember
but
that.
You seem familiar to me. Have I met him?
You might have.
You seem like
At
someone.
the improv, I used to hang out with these.
Have you ever bought a DVD from Jim Rock?
No.
He used to work as a speed hump.
Well, in
There's something familiar. Like we've all had someone like you.
built a log cabin?
have you ever had coffee served to you on a movie set?
I have.
In the
Kirk's
last-
done a lot of movies.
Like in 04, 05.
Yeah. What movies did you do?
I
in
worked
04?
almost every movie back then. I did like Memoirs of a Geisha, Mr.
Did you
Mrs.
write
Sway,
that?
Wait.
Fun
Did
with
you
Nick and
write
James.
memo-
Just-
Did you?
No, no, I was a barista on those movies.
Did you write Memoirs of a Geisha?
No,
or were you a barista?
I served coffee on that.
Memo-
First of all, I
Memoirs
just want to
of a
see, were
barista.
you
Yes, sir.
on? Were you on Memoirs of a Geisha?
I'd have to check my IMDb page. Why don't we bring it up on that
Bring it up.
fucking screen
Yeah,
and see
let's
what
bring
I've been up
his
to?
IMDb page.
I may have served you.
No,
on the
you
set.
look familiar.
It's-
I swear I've
served
beaten
Nicole
you.
Kidman,
Oh god.
Terry
Oh,
Hatcher,
who
John
hasn't?
Favreau.
Who hasn't? Tell me some of
Jimmy
your.
Jeffries.
Welcome to Talking
Did you
Shit
work on the
Missed
pa-
Connection.
Did you work on the Patriot? Were you on the Patriot?
No.
What did you play in The Patriot?
An analyst.
I played Skunk.
What was Skunk?
Militiaman number.
Is that a stash?
Yeah, you had that for what? Somebody was upset when I said any questions for tonight. I wrote on Twitter for
On
the
May
show.
18th, 2009,
Scroll
Kirk
down.
Fox had
Somebody
a mustache.
wanted to know
You're
why,
on the Postman?
why you shaved
Yeah.
your mustache from Wyatt Earp.
Whoa, film. Where's the films?
What's going on?
What the fuck?
Parks and Rec? Wait, I've done a lot. Terriers? Group sex?
Jeez, we should have you on the first episode, not Arj.
I never did any.
Still waiting? The Lodger?
Paris Hilton's my new BFF.
Now, is that just a statement, or were you reading?
No, that's
my
what it's
fucking
saying.
page?
That's on your resume.
Okay, then I guess I was.
You know what I think this is a really good time for?
What?
The Hour of Power.
All right. One douchebag on a couch.
He's an asshole.
on
He's a
a
grouch. He's a douchebag. His name's
Jason, do any of these movies did you work on? That's the point of this.
Jason Hour.
No, I
Talk
don't
shit.
recommend-
All right.
Jason,
All right.
right
Hour
now.
Hi,
of
this
Power.
is Jason
Oh.
Hour. Welcome to this edition of Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries, the Hour of Power. Eddie, I'm sorry, I've had a couple.
Just fucking go.
So, anyways, I'm here with Kirk. Can you scroll up so I can see his last name?
Nice. I like your timing. I've never seen a
here with-
I've never seen a cocky barista.
I'm here with Kirk Fox, and actually, Kirk, today
Super, go ahead. Let's see what you got.
today, you know, we spent a lot of time with you, and
Not that
and,
much,
and
but
you've
go,
not.
Go ahead.
Actually, today instead
You're
of
sitting on
instead
your
of
head.
asking
Relax.
you
Get
any
your hand
questions,
up.
I just wanted to like share an epiphany I had today.
Spell it. Spell epiphany before
Well-
you fucking can have one. Fucking spell it.
Kirk, can you take it easy?
Oh.
How much more comfortable can I look? Go
Right
ahead.
here, let me get closer. So, anyways, today I had an epiphany that, you know, I've been through a lot in the last year, and one of those things that I've gone through was that I separated from my wife, and well, she actually separated from me, but
Because of the shit that
today,
went down at
literally,
the bed and breakfast.
today, literally, I was riding Eddie's bike today, and I had this thought. I was just realized like the comfort of a relationship may be a thing that causes a man to set aside his ambition.
It's not a question. You got to ask questions.
No, I don't want to ask. It's Hour of Power. It's my show, and I want to know what you think of that. Like, do you think?
I don't even know what you just fucking think you said. Say it again.
I'm sorry, Kirk, for bringing you here tonight and having you deal with this, but finish your Hour of Power right now. Jason, stop fucking laughing.
Stay focused.
Jason,
You're on the verge of something big.
Jeez.
He was in Wyatt Earp.
Well, I can back it up. Peter, St. Peter said.
Back what up? You'd have to have something to back up.
This is
Ask him
going to get
about
good.
the movies.
He's gonna get
Ask
good.
him about things.
He's got
Oh, yeah.
He's got a biblical quote. What was it?
Well, it says it's better.
Arj, you had the good hour.
Arj, bye.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Kirk.
Why are you apologizing to
What
me?
did St. Peter say?
Well, it sounded,
wasn't married.
It felt better in my head on the way here, and I guess it's just not a good thing to talk about.
What?
The idea that maybe the relationships hold us back in
What
life.
does that have to do with Kirk?
Listen.
Oh,
you,
Lilit, chime in. Come in. You know,
no. Don't let any fucking. You let him run with this.
Yeah, I'm not bailing you out.
Relationships do hold us back.
yeah.
Go ahead. What do you want to know about it?
In what way?
I don't know.
They hold you back.
Like, I mean,
They hold you back unless you want companions or a child.
Yeah, if you want a child, they help the situation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or if you don't want to kill yourself, sometimes they can be a good support system.
Unless they know better.
Yeah.
So you're trying to justify your loneliness when you're riding around on a bicycle, just fucking
Whenever
selling shit to.
I
It made
Brazil?
sense on the way here.
Whenever
I
I
don't
tell
know.
the story of Jason to people who don't know him very well, I go, "Oh, this is," and his wife left.
I
him.
wouldn't tell the story. I would just show pictures.
I want to show pictures, and the first thing that anyone ever says is, "How did the wife stay for so long?"
How long? 2 pops, I heard.
12
I heard
years,
he
12
came
years.
twice.
12 years.
12 years.
Were you there for all of them?
Yeah.
Be honest.
I'm a good
be
cook.
honest with me. Was she being held hostage?
No.
Did she live in a basement?
And Kirk, when you said,
Yes, go ahead, Eddie.
I just
Nice
show,
to see you.
I just show a picture of him. Somebody today Twittered out of the blue or on Facebook, on our Facebook page, put a picture of him and them lighting it on fire. Did you see that?
That's someone who thinks you're hot. That's like voodoo.
I took it as a good note. Like, I'm on fire. I don't know. You know.
But that's why you don't
You
need
took-
anybody.
You took that as you're on fire.
Literally.
Someone lights a picture of you and you think that's good.
Hey, are we gonna weigh in? I'm curious as to know.
No, we're not weighing in this week.
Oh, we're not gonna weigh in this
We're
week.
weighing in a month.
In a month?
Yeah, no, he's doing it every week, a pound here, a pound there. We want to see a finished product.
Well, that's not episodic.
Hey, what's the purpose of this?
No, these
None.
two are trying to lose weight and
No, I mean this whole
Oh,
thing.
I don't
nothing.
know.
We have no
Nothing.
idea.
don't know. It's pointless.
have
No,
no-
but I like it.
We have no other better way to spend our Mondays and Tuesdays.
I gotta say, I do like your listeners.
Why?
Because they light
I just
them
like
up.
them.
That they light people on fire.
Yeah, they seem to know what to burn. So where are most of these listeners? Australia?
No.
No.
We're popular in the UK. We're mostly America.
And UK stands for University of Kentucky.
Yes, we're doing very well at that dorm room.
No, we do LA. We got a lot of people.
LA, Seattle, we do Boston.
And do you
Philly.
pick a topic and just
No, we have
blow
no-
it to shit?
We have no fucking idea what we're going to talk about.
Interesting.
When we
I like it.
No, other people like Doug Benson does movies. Bill Burr will actually do a thing.
Mark Maron interviews people.
Okay.
We just basically rip off Carl Pilkington.
That's not bad. Have you been married, Jim?
No, I've never been
Jim,
married.
correct? Is it Jim?
Jim, yeah.
Sometimes I say like Jeff Jimmy's.
Jeff Jimmeries.
I fuck it up.
Yeah, that's all right.
But it's Jim, correct?
Jim, yeah.
Okay.
No, I've never been married. I went out with a girl for many years. I would have proposed to her.
Why didn't you?
Well, she ran off with a guy from her work, so that got in the way. I came home from a bad weekend, and the house was empty, and I was like, honey, hello, and then just
You had that?
Oh yeah. When she left and she took everything. But then this is the fucking.
But it was clean.
This
it
is
was
the
at least
kicker.
sounds clean.
This is the kicker of that bitch, man. This is before like internet porn was as prevalent as it is now. She took all my porn DVDs.
Oh, I thought you were
Like,
saying
you
she
gotta-
showed up on porn.
You gotta leave me those. If you're breaking up with me, you gotta leave me wanking material. You can't just fucking
What
take
girl
that.
was
She
it?
knew- Terry.
No,
Terry
she knew.
left you like that?
She knew what would hurt you.
I was with her for 4 years. Yeah, she left me for a guy from
Now,
her work.
what are you doing?
I'm recording you guys.
Interesting.
And I
Stay off my left eye.
And I never, yeah. So I would have married her, but since then, I was thinking about this recently. What I really want in life is I want to have a kid soon, but I also don't want to have a wife forever. But I don't want to break up with my wife and make the kids think that I'm a bastard. So I'd like to get pregnant a woman who's got a couple of years left before she dies. Terminally ill lad.
So you raised the
I
child,
was
Jim.
married briefly.
You're
Were
going to
you
raise
really?
the child.
Yeah, I raised a child, and that's a pussy magnet. If you got a dead wife and you got a young kid, people be like, "Oh, that guy."
But I married a girl
That's the
because I loved her
sexiest guy
dad.
ever.
Oh, my.
I got that now. I love my girlfriend's family. They're great. But I love
You
her.
married a girl because you who was the girl? Who's the dad?
Her dad was Clint Eastwood.
Are you kidding
You
me?
married Clint Eastwood's daughter?
I had to.
Yeah, if Clint Eastwood's daughter said to me, I want to marry you, I'd be like, let's do it.
And that's what I did.
I was just in their city. last
You're
week.
full of shit. You weren't married to Clint Eastwood's daughter, were you?
Would I be sitting next
Did
to
he
this
play
fucking
piano?
guy if I wasn't full of shit? No, I married Allison Eastwood because
How do you
I
think he has
loved
that career?
Because I loved Clint.
Did he play piano at Christmas? And
No
holidays
way.
and
We
stuff?
shut. This is so.
Jason, shut up.
All right.
Do you see your gift to fuck up something that might be interesting?
like a marriage.
like I loved Clint Eastwood so much I married her daughter. You don't think that's
You
fucking
don't think that's a
interesting?
good jumping point for conversation right there?
Do you want to get back to riding your bike solo?
So how did you meet her? What like?
I met her in acting class. And then I found out that she was Clint Eastwood's daughter.
And was Clint the shit like at Christmas and stuff? Was he like a cool guy?
he's Clint Eastwood.
He was the mayor of Carmel, wasn't he, at the point?
Fuck yeah, he could have been the president of
I mean,
Carmel
like,
if he
you-
wanted to change the
I
title.
mean, yeah, like would you go up there and hang out in Carmel?
I did everything I was supposed to do.
Is he funny? Never heard him say anything
Hilarious.
funny.
He could have made Detroit laugh.
Oh, he went, no.
Have you ever done a Clint Eastwood film?
No.
And I don't think now.
But
it's
the
gonna
thing
happen.
was, I used to never want to talk about it because I was like, listen, I want to do a movie with Clint, so I'm not ever going to talk
Yeah.
shit about him. But now it's been so long that it's like, fuck it.
He might forget about it. You coming in?
No, but now it's like, fuck it, Clint. You should have put me in a movie.
And he's not.
Because when we divorced, I didn't take anything. I could have taken half.
Oh, you were a good guy about the whole thing.
Yeah, but
How long were you married to for?
3 days.
Are you serious?
No, kind of. We got married in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then on the flight home, she's like, I don't think we should live together, and I still want to date other people.
Wow.
That's an interesting marriage.
I like this girl.
But it was kind of cool because, like, I was golfing with Clint, and he's like, if you really wanted to golf with me this bad, all you had to do was ask. You didn't need to marry Lamb Chop.
Wow.
But one day he did. He called me a son of a bitch, and I was like, "You called me son.
Son of a bitch.
You called me son. That's all I ever wanted."
You stopped listening after that, you son.
And
So
I was the
that's what
first.
he was
I was the
implying,
first.
Jason.
Don't fuck it up. Just watch.
I hate it when Jason fucking signposts your jokes after they've been done.
Hey, he does what he's good at.
You're getting his chemicals.
These chemicals are up.
So at least something's up.
I love Kirk.
No, you don't. Be honest.
Yeah, you can marry his daughter one day. Maybe go golfing with him.
His ex-wife can eat your wife's pussy.
She probably is.
His wife was lesbian. That's
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she be?
Bisexual.
She wasn't lesbian going in. I can fucking tell you that.
Jason does have the appearance of a Chaz Bono.
What's that?
You do. You look so much like Chaz Bono. What's that? Good question.
You do have a little Chaz.
Before the breast reduction.
During it.
When one was taken off.
Oh, so what happened? So you just broke up after 3 days?
No, then we spent about 6 months
Like
trying to make it work.
living together?
There was some living. It just wasn't meant to be. I really.
Was she?
Wait, there's Chaz Bono.
That really hurts. Do I really look like that? Come on. That's not right.
When you clean up.
No. When she's turning.
Wait, go to the second picture. Yeah, okay.
Because now that's.
Wait. Take the picture off the mirror behind you. Machete. Take that picture off the mirror. Holy shit. We're putting this on the website.
That's not bad.
Yeah, Lily, take a photo of Jason and Chaz Bono. Chaz, that's not chastity, that's Chaz. Your new name's Chaz.
Chaz Bono. I always think like
You look like a post
to
op.
be from Cher, and Cher's one of the most glamorous women of all time. And
But she used to be a guy.
no,
Cher was?
She part of her.
Same with Lady Gaga.
Do you reckon Cher was a
Hermie?
hermaphrodite?
I think Lady Gaga too.
They say Jamie Lee Curtis was a hermaphrodite.
And
She's a good sort.
we
man.
just found Allison Eastwood on IMDb.
Really, I miss her.
She's hot.
I should have had a kid with her. At least I know my kid would have a
Like a career.
no. Just
but college. You know,
Yeah.
that would have been paid for.
Private schools. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Is she still working a lot?
72. Oh, I like 72. That's a good year.
What's her
That's my year,
What's her
Jim.
newest film? What's her newest film?
Does it say? Does it say she was married to me?
Oh, we're skeptical. are you panicking?
Go to the Wikipedia. Go to her
Wait. I wanna see-
Wikipedia.
Wait, how come she's not in his films? Even he won't
Right
cast
there,
her.
dude.
She's in
Known
Absolute
for
Power.
Tightrope, Absolute
Tightrope.
Power, Pool Hall Junkies. Those are all Eastwood. Oh, you're running out of battery.
No, she is.
Go to the Wikipedia. It might talk about Kirk.
It's okay.
I don't. You know.
She was married to Kirk for 72 hours.
No,
Is she married again now?
no, she'll never remarry after me.
What you did to her?
Or what I didn't do to her. I couldn't get excited unless there was a Clint movie on.
See, the thing is, you have a little bit of a Clint Eastwood look about you.
She said she married me because I reminded her of Clint. And I said, that's amazing. That's the exact same reason I married you.
Yeah.
Kirk, have you given up the mustache ever? Every photo.
I'll bring it back.
I love having a moustache.
So do I. I
I'm a
miss
big
it.
fan of it.
I'm
But
gonna-
everyone always says I look like a bag
Dude, he
of
looks
shit
like a
when I have
BG,
one.
doesn't he? Kind of like.
But wait, Kirk, your background, you're a professional tennis player?
Briefly.
Like how long? Briefer than your marriage?
I spent my whole life playing tennis.
Really?
I grew up playing tennis, played a little pro.
Jason, how do you feel sitting next to someone that's accomplished so much?
So how much
How old are you?
when you
Look at Lily. Lily was just like,
pass the microphone to Lily?
There's a microphone
Why-
right
Pass
there.
the microphone on
Hey,
why
headphones.
didn't, why
don't
didn't you just
fucking-
say,
yeah, right
can I
there.
suck your cock right now?
Kirk, can Lilith suck your cock?
I'm like,
Part
Jason,
of it. Shh.
Stop propositioning me.
Boo.
Jason, shut up.
Now, Lily, it's been in the last 5 episodes or so. You've hit on every guest.
I don't know.
You ever think
Cassim?
Even Andy Dick.
you like
Andy Dick.
you like thin
Andy-
guys with glasses?
Yep.
Oh, you are right.
Yeah, look at this guy. This is like right where he's taller too.
But
He's a little bit
stay
taller.
focused on the right eye. Left eye had surgery today. It'll be fine tomorrow, and they're both green.
She normally goes for Jews, but she does thin guys with glasses.
Yeah,
She's
I dig
after.
it.
All right,
I dig it.
we'll make it happen.
But now that she knew that you were a tennis pro, and now with the marriage and all that, and the
No, I just wanted-
movies,
Yeah.
you don't look like money.
No, I just want
To
to know
look
how
at
old
you
you are in
visually.
comparison to Jason.
I'd be quite offended if I were you, Kirk, because
I think I'm about 40.
It
So
totally.
is she?
Who the
Jason.
fuck is that guy? Guy's good looking.
Fucking hell, you were good looking back then. weren't you?
Kirk,
Back
Kirk,
then, that was last week.
do you notice she didn't pay any attention to you till you started talking movies, Clint Eastwood? Do you see how they work?
You think I give a shit what makes them interested?
Yeah, I'm all for that as well. My brother once said, "You know, the only reason these girls sleep with you is because you're a comedian." And I'm like,
We use what we got.
Why did I become one?
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
It's the glasses, Kirk,
I'm good with that.
I'll take him.
and the stash.
Nice. The stash will be back. For Parks and Rec, they like the stash.
Is that still going? That show? Is it
Yeah,
popular?
another season.
That's a
You
good
play
show.
you play the sanitation.
I'm
guy.
head of the sewage department. Joe
Yeah.
from sewage.
How much is that show improv and how much is scripted?
There's a script. They do one from the script, and then you can
Just go off on
wing a
a couple
couple.
takes. All right.
That's awesome.
What the fuck? Did I just hear my conscience?
Chris Farley came back from the dead.
How fucking dare you reach out to pound me? You know I'm setting you up for the fall.
Do you remember when Chris Farley used to interview people and go, remember that time when you talked? That was awesome. That's Jason's interview skills.
No, I like it.
God.
Patriot.
Dude, I got to be honest with you. You're on the verge of something big.
We don't know what it is.
No, no one does. But
A shit.
maybe if you film it, there's a gun involved.
You're saying Jason's on the verge of this show?
No, the show's done.
Yeah.
Jason, there's something very childlike. There's a vulnerability about you that fucking
No,
someone
you're
should
just
put in a
fucking-
bottle and
you're-
fucking
you're
throw
just
it
trying-
out.
You hate me. Why do you hate me now?
Kirk, you're just trying to clean up how mean you've been to him.
Yeah.
At the end of the show, you're like,
No,
I'm going to
no,
make amends.
are you-
Stick to your guns. Stick to your guns.
This is what happens.
I have
this
not
is what
been mean.
happens. This is what happens with Jason. You hate him, you hate him, you hate him. Then you buy into
But
it.
I haven't been
And
mean.
then
you
you
buy him
buy
food.
into it. Then you buy him food.
I bought
and
him
he's-
food and weed today. I felt so bad
Listen,
for him.
I'm a sniper. He won't know that he's been shot 1,000 times till tomorrow when he wakes up and like, wait a minute, what the fuck was he doing? And he'll come looking for me, and I'll be there.
Listen, Kirk, we're all afraid of that. We're all afraid of that, and we're not ready for him because, you know, he's got these weird, like, kung fu skills. And
Sure he
fucking
does.
He's got burnout strength.
But he has a bad back.
He's lit.
Oh, about
he's-
the bad back. My
he's-
brother wrote
he's-
to me.
I have a bad
He's
back
lit
also.
forests on fire.
Kick him in his back.
Hey,
My brother wrote to me, my cop brother, who had surgery on the exact same section. of
L5S1?
his back. L5S1.
What did he
I have
write?
an L5S1 by Audi.
He said, "Tell that fat cunt to stop being such a faggot." I went back to work within weeks.
no.
As
like,
a cop, not
I
just a pot smoker.
I fought in a tournament 2 weeks after my surgery.
Then what's the problem?
The problem is every like 5 or 6 years I fuck up and I do something like lift something wrong and I just like flare up my sciatica.
And how is
I
it?
had sciatica.
How is it right now? How is
I
it
feel
now?
pretty good right now. I did the fall. I mean, no, it's just like every once in a while I'm down for a
what
few
could
weeks.
you do right now to prove to us that your back's better?
Walk. Just walk
Jason,
out of
I'm
here.
sure you could do something.
I am not doing anything crazy.
Why not?
Just because I want to like heal for another
Let's
week or two.
end the
and-
show on a big note.
Did you
just
wait?
fucking, you
Kirk?
stand tall.
Wait, hold on.
You fucking stand tall and you walk.
Kirk.
You walk out into the ocean and you fucking drown.
Kirk, have you ever done a movie where you needed a stuntman?
Oh no.
I'd like him to be my double. We have the exact same
Wait,
shit.
hold on. he actually has doubled for Andy Dick in a stunt. Have you?
I'm gonna break a house item if I do this. On purpose.
It's worth it.
I'll break all the surfboards.
How about a
No.
surfboard falls from there onto your head?
And stabs you.
I let Jim punch me in the head 10 times.
Don't
one
do
night.
it.
So no.
That's what killed Houdini.
Do you want to
What
punch
about
him in the
what about
stomach?
the guy that had the guitar broken? Could you have a guitar broken over your head?
My friend used to hit me with a folding chair at the beginning of our little comedy things we used to do for the Bible studies back in the Midwest.
Whoa. So before the Bible studies, to entertain the kids.
Yeah, we would do like some Pratt comedies.
Because biblical
wrestling.
kids love that.
They like comedy. In the
Yeah,
church.
they
There are
like-
lots of laughs.
Biblical kids like comedy.
Yeah, they love comedy.
Yeah.
They love comedy.
Well, Kurt, have you ever had to have a stunt done in a film that you did?
Yeah, I do mine.
You do your own?
Yeah.
And what was the stunt? Because we could have Jason do it for you. What could we recreate?
No, what was the biggest stunt you ever did? Where you actually?
I jumped off a 3-story building in Venice.
Into a
Trash
stack of
can.
boxes or a trash can.
Nobody got that. I like the way you're thinking, Kurt.
He's a sick fucker, man. You're wrong.
Wow, Jason, this place happens to be 3 stories high.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and you know what?
Do the math.
Yeah.
And there's trash cans outside.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put Kirk on the roof. He's going to pretend like he's going to jump.
I didn't know I'd have to do stunts. I thought a podcast. I
You
could
don't
just sit
have
on
to.
the couch.
That's what Jason's for. You pretend like you're going to jump, and then Jason does
Even
it.
pretending seems like too much work for this.
Hey, please donate. Go on our webpage. It's www.jimandeddietalkshit.com. T-shirts are now available. Go to the donate page. Donate, and you can get T-shirts,
His voice
CDs.
always chippers up when he's asking for money.
Yeah, where was that energy for the last hour? Jesus.
For the last hour,
You're a
the whole
closer.
show's been like this, and then
You
all
just
of a
wait
sudden,
till the end and
then all of a
hit it.
sudden, it's, give us cash.
All right, everybody, you can donate by going to jimandeddietalkshit.com. You guys, donate. Go to our website, jimandeddietalkshit.com. Donate, help the show. You get T-shirts, CDs, DVDs. Jason will sing a song for you, all kinds of stuff. You can also email
I'll give you a
us.
tennis lesson.
Yeah,
Tennis lesson.
Kirk will give you a
Ooh,
private
what's that?
tennis
There's-
lesson.
Who's the most famous person you ever played in tennis?
Agassi?
No, he would have said that if.
Why are you volunteering people and then you're giving them a nationality?
Wait, was that? Did I just hear you again? That's a good stunt.
Pat Cash. Pat Cash was my favorite tennis
Pat's
player.
good.
Bjorn Borg.
I like a serve volleyer. Were you serve volleyer?
I should have been,
Yeah.
because I'm very tall. I made a movie about tennis called Tennis Anyone.
I saw it. It's one of my favorites.
Did you see it or not?
No.
So when you lie to your guests, you expect them to come back?
We have never had a guest twice.
Yeah, it's like a one-night stand thing.
I'm not leaving. I left something upstairs in your room that will assure me to come back often.
Kirk, you want to do our plugs?
What?
You want to do the
No,
plugs?
the guest doesn't do the plug.
the guest never does the
Jesus
plugs.
Christ.
He just suggested. Your producer suggested it.
Did he?
He made a
Yeah.
mistake.
Why do you?
No, he's meaning he can plug what he's got going
Oh,
on.
what are your
I-
plugs?
I got nothing.
Park and recreations.
Maybe that's next year. I don't know if I'm on it, but thank you.
Check them out on Hulu.com.
Why are you giving Hulu?
Why would you want to go backwards in life?
Because that's been
Forward.
his life.
Let's just plug life. Everyone try and be nice to each other. I don't have anything going on, but if I did, I'd like you all to be there, but it's just not happening currently.
Yeah, that's Kirk Fox. Thanks for being our guest, Kirk.
Hey, happy to be here.
I want to thank Machete, Luke, Jesse, Lalit, IOPK, our new intern who did a very good job, and he's got a fucking very eventful week ahead of him with Jason. T-shirts are available on the website, jimandeddietalkshit.com. And there, thanks to Fine Southern Gentlemen for making those making those T-shirts
T-shirts.
for us.
Wait, I have a plug. I just remembered.
Go ahead.
I'll be on Nickelodeon,
Really?
How to Rock, a new TV series. I play Professor March
Okay,
Cool, man.
with Symphonique.
You know what the scary thing is? Probably a lot of 16, 15, 14-year-olds listen to this show.
I know. Nickelodeon, my target.
No, fucking.
Don't go there, Jim.
What?
Just stop now.
I like
How to
it.
Rock.
Jim, let's stay away from this area right now.
What do you think I'm going to talk about?
Go there.
Let's go there. I might like to live there.
I'm just saying, I'm glad we got 15-year-old fans.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm
Why? That was the most informative years for me as a comedian. Was when I was watching Delirious as 15 or something.
All right, but most importantly,
That's what set the ball rolling.
go to Stitcher, download from our website the app or on your smartphone, and use the promotional
Plus,
code
they look
JAM.
sexy, don't they?
There we go. That's the one where I
Come
feel like
on,
I
come
can
on.
feel the handcuffs going on right now.
Even when I'm sleepy, I can get a good pedo joke out.
I already have talked to my lawyer about this. I go, if Jim says shit like that, can I go to jail for it?
we all can.
All right, so go to JimandEddieTalkShit.com. Everything's there. This is why we can't. We've got a good listenership. It never grows.
It does grow.
Oh yeah, we were number 12 this week.
Number 12.
This one will go up.
This is gonna be the top podcast ever of all time.
It might be.
Yeah,
Are you gonna remember to tweet us?
I hope Clint listens.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
he does. If I tell him to.
Do you still talk to him?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Because you fucked over his daughter.
He loves me, not her.
all right. So just go to our website. Please keep up the donations. Thank you very much. AdamandEve.com. Go there, buy your shit that makes you come, and think of us when you do it, and put in the promo code Jason there. Stitcher, download from our website. Get the app on your smartphone. Use the promotional code Jim and Eddie.
Smart code.
Yeah, Jim. Where are you playing? This is Thursday.
Thursday. I'm in Chicago tonight.
Yeah, so go see Jim tonight if you haven't. He's in Chicago.
I think it should be sold out by now.
I'm at the Improv in Hollywood.
If it's not sold,
Maybe I could open for you.
if it's not sold out by now, I feel bad.
You should write a monologue for it and
Come
see,
on,
see if
anyone
Mark
likes
see
it.
if Mark Maron approves.
He might.
Yeah, so go see me. I'm at the Hollywood Improv June 25th.
With Jay? With
Plenty
Jay
of
Moore?
tickets on the door.
Kirk's going to be on the show with me, and
I'll be there.
Jason's going to be selling our merch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you gonna bring shirts to the show?
I'll bring everything, and you can fucking sell it and keep 10%, and we'll rip it up.
Oh, I just got a new. Oh no, I won't. Oh, it's too far out. I'm not going to talk about gigs in
That's it.
November.
What? YouTube. Most importantly, go to our YouTube site, youtube.com. Jim and Eddie talk shit. That's where we have all the fucking videos. It's mostly Jason.
Oh, I have a new thing on YouTube.
What is it?
I'm on Jim and Eddie Talk Shit. Just probably a little clip in the future.
Thank you guys for listening. Go fuck yourself.
Talking shit. Talking shit.